With the pec that you are stretching, put that arm at the glenohumeral angle, so at the level of your forehead or roughly a little bit higher. You're going to get into extension of elbow and wrist. Bring the opposite arm under the armpit. The side that you're stretching, you want to... Next, we are going to do some upper body myofascial stretching, and this first one is for the superficial fibers of the pectoralis major. You're going to lie down on your stomach. What you want to do for this one, spread your legs apart, flex your knees, dorsiflex your ankles, evert your ankles. With the pec that you are stretching, put that arm at the glenohumeral angle, so at the level of your forehead or roughly a little bit higher. You're going to get into extension of elbow and wrist. Bring the opposite arm under the armpit. The side that you're stretching, you want to turn your head away from it. Externally rotate the shoulder that you're stretching, pin the shoulder to the floor, and then you are going to use the opposite arm to try and roll onto your shoulder. Going to hold that for 30 seconds without losing any of the contact. So your legs are abducted, knees are flexed, ankles are dorsiflexed and everted. Your shoulders pinned to the floor, elbow and wrist are in full extension, external rotation. Your ear is pinned to the floor, and then your palm, you're pushing your palm to roll onto your side of the chest that you are stretching. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of it. So roll back down to the floor, relax the one arm, relax the second, relax the legs. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So the legs are spread out, they're abducted. You're going to flex the knees, dorsiflex the ankles, evert the ankles. Your arm is extended out to the side. You're going to look to the opposite side, palm down on the floor, extension of elbow and wrist, externally rotate the shoulder, pin the shoulder blade down, or pin the shoulder down to the floor, and you want to use the opposite arm to push yourself up so that you can roll onto the shoulder of the side that you are stretching. Going to hold this for 30 seconds without losing any of those points of contact. So the thighs are abducted, the knees are flexed, dorsiflex those ankles, evert the toes. Really focus on pushing that shoulder down toward the ground, try to pin it. Get into full extension of that elbow and wrist, external rotation. Keep the keep the ear pinned to the floor. Really press with that opposite arm to roll onto the shoulder. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly come out of it. Next, we are going to do some myofascial stretching for the biceps brachii. For this one right over here. You're sitting nice and tall. You can flex your knees to 90 degrees, dorsiflex and evert your ankles. With your shoulders, you're bringing your shoulders behind your back, keeping the elbows straight. Your palms are facing the ceiling, so you want to be in this position right over here. The reason the palms are facing the ceiling is because the biceps are responsible for shoulder flexion, elbow flexion, and supination. So we want to go into shoulder extension, elbow extension, and pronation by keeping your palms toward the ceiling. From this position over here, we're creating a valgus force at the elbows. So imagine that you're trying to drive your elbows toward each other. You want to rotate your shoulders back, keep the chin tucked in, crown of the head up toward the ceiling, and we are going to hold this for 30 seconds. So really try to focus on bringing those elbows toward each other. So you're straightening out the elbows as much as you can. Keep those shoulder blades back, so really round your shoulders back. I'm going to hold this for about 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of it. So you can relax the chest, slowly relax the arms one at a time. And that is it for the myofascial stretching.